gonna be real with y'all. I'm not even sure why you're surprised at this. If we haven't learned anything from Aubrey at this point, he's 50 Cent when it comes to the light skins and being petty. I have been just going through every conceivable way of how nobody saw this coming. And I don't even do this. I usually not wrestle. I usually do wrestling YouTube, but I had to. And I've had so many people asking me about reacting to this. Just the name itself, tailor-made freestyle, and the fact that he has Tupac and Snoop Dogg. How much more petty can you get? But let's go ahead and let's analyze this, man. Hold on. Let me run that back. I had it muted. How do you wait? How do you start off a diss track that beautiful? I'm sweating because it's hot outside. I just got home, man. I trying to hurry up and get here to do the reaction.
Again. You can see it in my eyes again.
This is just. Like, how do you have a diss record? First of all, I'm not gonna gloss over the fact that it is Tupac. I'll get into that in a second. But how do you have a diss record that's this beautiful? That's this beautiful. Hold on. Matter of fact. How do you turn that into a diss record? That is insane. Let's break down these lyrics though.
Kendrick, we need ya, the West Coast savior. Ain't great in your name and some hip-hop history. If you deal with this viciously, you seem a little nervous about all the publicity. For this Canadian light-skinned dot, we need to know the baby West Coast victory, man.
See, the craziest part about that is like, he's literally, he's taking everything away. He's getting in front of everything. He's taking it away from Kendrick before he could even say anything. This is pretty much B-Rabbit. This is pretty much 8 Mile in a nutshell. And the most sinister part about this is obviously he's using Tupac, who is Kendrick Lamar's, is his GOAT, is his idol. And I know a lot of people are not, especially probably on the West Coast, they're not too happy about him using Tupac's voice. But let's be honest here. This is battle rap. Nothing is off the table. Most people talk about people's families, dead loved ones, whatever, when it comes to battle rap. At least from what I remember. Back in the day, I don't remember it being anything that was off the table. So you needed to come prepared. And the more witty that you were, the more prepared that you were, the more likely you were going to win that rap battle. The craziest part about this is we haven't heard anything from Kendrick yet. And he's just out here. So he's pretty much responding for Kendrick or giving Kendrick a pep talk through the ghost of Tupac, which is insane when you think about it.
Call him a bitch for me. Talk about him liking young girls as a kid for me. Heard it on the Button podcast. It's gotta be true. They told me this.
Now I haven't heard Joe Budden, because I think they did like some emergency pod or something like that they said or whatever. Now I haven't heard what they were saying, but I did see some clips over on Twitter where they pretty much were saying that, oh, it sounds like AI because the rap scheme didn't sound like Drake. It didn't sound like he was talking about, like when it was the Drop and Give Me 50, it didn't sound like it was Drake because of some of the bars. But I'm like, how does that not sound like Drake? He's one of the most petty people we know. We saw what happened with him and Meek Mill. That's why I don't understand why people even test this man. He has some of the most like, okay, that was cute type of like energy in all of his rap, in all of his battles. The only one that he really didn't have that type of energy for was Push, but that was, I mean, the cat was out of the bag about his son. And it's like now, unless he got more kids, what else can you really have on Drake if he's putting out there what you could be talking about before you get a chance to talk? And then let's be honest, it's been a week. It's been a week. Even with all of the leaks and stuff like that, it's been a week and there's still been no response. He had the opportunity.
The Machiavelli is alive, and the nigga under 5'5", so it's gotta be you. I would beat the whole fucking game. It was me and Snoop Dogg, had my fucking shirt off in the House of Blues. You gotta fuck this nigga, girl, he gotta get abused. All that shit about burning tattoos, he is not amused.
Okay, so I don't know exactly what burning tattoos mean. Let's look that up actually. I have no idea what does burning tattoos mean in jail, because he's saying that's about the real criminals or something he was saying. I don't know. Maybe one of y'all could tell me.
That's jail talk for real thugs. You gotta be you. Gotta leave this motherfucker broken and bruised before we really lose. You asked for the smoke. Now I seen you too busy for the smoke. I won't lie to people.
See, and that's the thing too, man. You, like Kendrick, you can't come out with something nuclear like that and then just disappear. Because even if we're gonna be real about the whole control situation a couple years ago, Kendrick he created a moment and he said people's names, which was obviously going to set the whole industry on fire. But then nothing else came of that. Not that I remember. I don't remember it even being addressed after that.
Now you about to get this shit another week and fall back to home, girl, but run the numbers up. I would've refused for these industry relationships. She not in your shoes. You supposed to be the boogeyman. Go do what you do. Unless this is a moment that you tell us it's not really you. In that case, there's nothing left to say. I just pass it to Snoop.
That's you.
Bro, that sounds like Snoop. That's so weird. That is so weird. That sound like, oh my God. Man, Snoop was minding his business, man. And I saw the video where Snoop was like, why are y'all calling me? He's like, I'm going back to sleep.
What the fuck you really got to do? We passed you the torch at the House of Blues, and now you got to do some dirty work. You know how to move, right? Right? I know you never been to jail, orange jumpsuits and shower shoes. Never shot nobody, never stabbed nobody, never did nothing violent, and no one. It's the homies that empower you. But still, you gotta show this fucking owl who's boss on the
that bar right there. You gotta show this owl who's boss. Oh man. Why do people continue to play with Drake like he's not like that? I know all of the ghostwriter, all of those accusations, but let's not act like this man has not been consistent and put out bangers over the past, since 2008, 2009? I don't know why people continue to play with him like that.
Now's the time to really make a power move. Cause right now it's looking like you writing out the game plan on how to lose. How to bark up a wrong tree and then get your head popped in a crowded room.
That's another one. Oh my God, bro. I don't think y'all understand, like, even though this is clearly Drake with the AI voice of Snoop. If this was Snoop, this would probably be one of the hardest verses I've ever heard in life from him. How to bark up the wrong tree and then get your head popped in a crowded room. Because, I mean, the whole rap game technically did just out of nowhere start just aiming at Drake. And he said, you popped your head up in a crowded room. And, oh, man, that's crazy. Oh, my God. Stop playing with the boy.
World is watching this chess game, but are you out of moves? Got you know the DOG never fucking doubted you. But right now it seems like you posted up without a clue of what the fuck you about to do.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Then he comes in. Oh man, this should have been named whatever. You know what? He should have been petty and whatever, like wherever he was at, it should have been one of those. It should have been like a West Coast like Compton at 2 a.m. or something like that. I don't know. He should have came up with something crazy, but no one knows about Taylor Swift and Taylor Made. Man, this man is so... See, that's the thing that's dangerous about him, too. You don't know what information this man knows because he be in those rooms. He got enough people, so he got to have something up his sleeve to be talking crazy like this.
I'm definitely about to come around the land gang and let my fucking bow move. Shitting on you niggas from a whole different altitude. High up in the sky like I'm Howard Hughes. The first one really only took me an hour or two. The next one is really about to bring out the coward in you. But now we gotta wait a fucking week, cause Taylor Swift is your new top. And if you about to drop, she gotta approve.
And for everybody, like, I know that there's Kendrick fans, there's Drake fans or whatever, and it's a lot of Kendrick fans specifically that seem to be anti-Drake that are pressed about this. I like both of them. Like, I've been a Kendrick Lamar fan since Section 80, Overly Dedicated back then. I've never been so much of like, oh, I'm taking Kendrick over Drake. I've never been that type of person. Drake and Lil Wayne are like the top two, and from an artist standpoint, that they're top two on my list. You can hate me, you can flame me up in the comments, whatever. From an artistic standpoint, this is genius what he's doing right now. Because I never just look at it just from like a bar standpoint. I look at it from the creativity standpoint. You literally took two of West Coast's biggest, if not the two biggest West Coast legends, and he made them give a pep talk to Kendrick. And this is just for them to poke the bear. Because the other thing is, Drake pretty much he's been known for being petty. So I don't understand why people look at this as a surprise or why they were counting him out in this battle anyway. Because if we keeping it rap and we not keeping it where there's no street, nothing, and nobody's going to get hurt, nothing like that, I don't understand why y'all didn't see that this was potentially on the rise. It's like just because Kendrick comes out and he is the one that punches first, or he says something a little bit more direct, because we've gotten so far away from, I want to say, what used to be more like when disses were disses and not sneak disses. Maybe that's what the narrative is now, but I don't understand it, man. Like, everybody came for Drake, and then here he is defending himself, and he's winning right now. I don't care what nobody says, he's winning. And I'm not even entirely sure if Kendrick is going to be able to outwit Drake. He may bar him up, but I don't know if he can outwit him. And knowing the age of the memes and social media, in order for you to get one up on somebody, I feel like you need to be in a position to outwit somebody.
This girl really about to make you act like you not in a feud. She tailor-made your schedule with Ant, you out of the loop. Hate all you corporate industry puppets, I'm not in the mood. I love it when you niggas talk loose like I'm not in the room. Since like that, your tone changed a little, you not as enthused. How are you not in the booth? It feel like you kinda removed. You trying to let this shit die down.
Nah.
Not this time, nigga, you following through. I guess
Oh,
you need
man.
another week to figure out.
That's the most childish. See, that's what I'm saying. He has that's cute type of energy. Like, that's the most condescending thing, where he could just say nah in the middle of a rap diss. Like, who else but him can get away with that?
To improve. What the fuck is taking so long? We waiting on you. The rest of y'all are definitely involved. Y'all getting it too. As soon as you get the courage to drop, I'm out on the loose. On the loose.
And then, man, listen. Let's just take a second to appreciate the innovation that this track is. Minus, you know what? The thing is I don't look at it as disrespect. And maybe because, I'm not one of the loved ones of Tupac Shakur. I'm not in his family or anything like that. I look at this is innovation. This is taking advantage of the times that we're in, the technology that we have, and doing something that most people would not think to do. And because this is so artistic to me. It's a diss track, absolutely. It's more than anything, it's the second diss track. Because the first one was the first shot fired. And I don't know why people thought that was going to be like the nuclear like bomb or whatever, or this is Drake acting up. Because people they were counting Drake out from the first track, the Drop It Give Me 50 track. But when he did Charged Up, and then he dropped Back to Back. The thing about this is I don't even think this is the back to back. This is the hey, we're still waiting. And then he got something else just sitting there, just marinating. So the fact that, and then this is the thing too, if y'all don't understand how calculated this man is, why? Because people were saying like, oh, that first one was weak compared to this one. Why would he drop something that's your banger first and then drop something weak after that? That's not good chronology. Like, you should put it where all right, here's a little filler. Here's another one where it's a little bit different, but this is just I'm just waiting on you to respond. And then I got something else in the tuck over here. So this makes sense to me. Your next move should be your best move. I don't know why I think people were expecting he should have just dropped this. No, this is jab, right hook. Like, the man is playing chess.
Yeah, shout out to Taylor Swift. Biggest gangster in the music game right now. I moved my
That's
album
crazy,
drop,
bro.
I said that already. She about to do a Millie Rock.
And even with that, the fact that he said, because he knows probably a lot of people are going to say, well, he's pretty much taking this away from anybody that wants to use the Taylor Swift argument against him, because he did say Taylor Swift is the only one that will make him move his album back or change his album dates. The fact that he admits that automatically takes it away. And it doesn't make him a hypocrite, because he dropped when Taylor Swift dropped. It wasn't an album or anything. This has nothing to do with that. This is strictly just rap and barring somebody up. And I think that's what he's saying about Kendrick Lamar. Like, your response to me doesn't have to do anything with album sales. It should be where you can just drop it, whether it's on Instagram Live or on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. Because I even think that it was genius, that fact that he released it on Instagram as a song. He could have easily put it up on YouTube. He could have put it on Twitter, but he could have put it anywhere else. He could have put it on DSPs, whatever. It's so layered, man. To fight the AI argument and the potential that it could be fake, he released it from his Instagram in the middle of the night. I was live streaming something else, and I heard that, and I was like, what in the world is happening right now? But the fact that he did that he wanted everybody to know this one is real. And then knowing that this is really for me, I'm going to throw some AI in it, because that's been a narrative for the past week. That's insane. That's S-tier trolling, bro.
Laying on mute like that Beyonce challenge. Y'all boys quiet for the weekend, like.
Oh my God,
I
man.
know you in that NY apartment, you struggling right now. I know it. And a notepad doing lyrical gymnastics, my boy. You better have a motherfucking quintuple entendre on that
Oh
shit.
my God,
Some shit I don't
man.
even understand. Like, this shit better be crazy. We waiting on you. Yeah.
When are y'all gonna stop? When are y'all gonna stop playing with this boy, man?